for sure. So take a look at this. I hate to see this, I really do. This is a challenge that some are facing in parts of Florida, well ahead of Cristobal. Streets are swamped right now. Some drivers in Martin County doing what we tell you not to do. Which is driving through it. You always want to turn around and find an alternate route. She looks a little floaty there to me. I don't know. Once the water gets that high up on your vehicle, boy, it sure doesn't take much to stall it or to float it. So never take that risk. It's just not worth it. You know, most people in flood situations die in their vehicles because they make that choice to either go around a barricade or they just don't see that the water is as high as you really think that it is. So heavy rain, torrential downpours, and some localized flooding across the Sunshine State today. We're especially watching the southern half of that state, and the water vapor imagery is really telling, isn't it? Look at all the green. It's basically along I-4 and southward, and the brighter the green, the higher the moisture content. So once thunderstorms get going, they can just wring out a bunch of that moisture in a short period of time, leading to some of that localized flooding. Look at the Western Gulf too, by the way. I might want to mention that the air is extremely dry there. So when you look at water vapor, those are the two things you look at. You look for the dry air, you look for the moisture. It's also really good too for finding little upper level disturbances, which looks like we're seeing there near the Big Bend area. It is lit up across Florida, basically from north to south, all across the peninsula. We've got scattered showers and thunderstorms really widespread, and a lot of them are bringing those heavier rainfall rates. We've got plenty of lightning associated with some of these, and that flow today coming in more from the southwesterly and pushing in more of that northerly direction. So this is tropical moisture, but it's not related to Cristobal. So this is coming in advance of a tropical system. Now the southern half of the state, you've got the rainfall surplus already, so you really don't need these downpours today and tomorrow. But the northern half of the state has a rainfall deficit, and that would be some good news because we really have got a drought. We just have to watch those rainfall rates, that it might be too much in a short enough period of time that we'll likely see some flooding here in northern parts. So this is the rainfall total forecast between now and Monday, and so that's the combined factors really with Cristobal as well as just our tropical downpours here today. Mark?
So much of that rain is not inside that cone. People put a little bit too much weight in the cone of where the center of the storm is going to go. That's really what it says. And there are equal chances for where that center will be along each one of those lines across it for the timeline, right? Those are made up because of big circles. So equal chances anywhere in that circle for where the center will be. Houston, you're not in the cone. Pensacola, you're not in the cone, but certainly Pensacola and maybe Houston, there's going to be impacts from this tropical system. As Jackie was showing us, the very heavy rain is going to be one of those impacts for the Florida Peninsula and the Florida Panhandle.